Alrighty, we're loaded in to another game here from the Gros Tournoi tournament #1. And I'm going to introduce the players. We're starting to we're probably going to go through the entire window bracket right now. So in the bottom right-hand side of Simulacrum, in red, it is a Zerg player. It is NYK. Now a fellow Quebecer. Hold on, is the music a bit too loud? I think so. There you go, 28. And in the opposite side of the map, playing random in the yellow, it is SacDeFromage. Oh, yes. This is my third day casting right now, so this is it's taking a while to get through all these, but we're going to make it eventually. I was thinking at first that I wasn't sure if I wanted to cast every single replay because, Jaded Shard, went through trouble with casting everything. But the problem is that with Revival Esports, they're not exactly letting him record and, putting it on YouTube or anything. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and recast pretty much every single game myself, put them on YouTube so people can, watch their games afterwards. But yeah, maybe if we can find some compromise or something where maybe I can even post the recordings of Jaded Shard, that'd be good. But in the meantime, I'll just cast everything over again. Doesn't matter. I don't care. These are really good games. Speaking of, what happened this game so far? Well, so far NYK seems to be playing a little bit more safe. SacDeFromage though got his pool, I'm pretty sure, a little bit earlier as well. And SacDeFromage has been getting Zerg literally all tournament. I'm pretty sure he gets Zerg as well versus Xenador later on. I think I'm going to cast that a little bit later, but if I recall, that was a ZVZ as well. So he's probably brushing up on his ZVZ. Apparently his Zerg is better than his Terran now, which his Terran was his last main race. Obviously Protoss was his main race. That's definitely his best one. But apparently his Zerg is back up to 5k and his Terran is sub 5k, so whatever that means. Yeah, SacDeFromage here, pretty much skipping on, making a lot of links here, just making 2 for the scouting. Actually keeping 4 at home just in case, just as a backup plan. And he's actually going to be the first one going for a Roach Warren, not even showing it at the front. So no Baneling Nest, he's just straight Roaches. It's not even an option here. So, I mean, if NYK decides to go for a Baneling Nest himself, he would have quite the advantage here, but looks like he decided not to. Now, it's all going to come down to the scouting here. Is this Sling actually going to be able to see the tech of SacDeFromage? If so, he'll realize that he doesn't really need Banelings too much, except if he sees a lot of Lings, obviously. Nice block here by the Queen with the Lings as well, even pulling back that Roach right here to the high ground, just making sure that Ling did not spot it. And only now is NYK going to be able to spot these Roaches. And I mean, he's starting up the Lings now, but his Roach Warren is very far from finishing. In fact, it's right here. And SacDeFromage is full on aggression right now. He's on 17 workers. NYK actually droned up all the way to 25. So he's gone through a lot on his Queens and a lot of Links to be able to defend this. Roaches, pretty thick units, I'm not going to lie. So he's going to have some trouble taking care of them. Just has to make sure they don't get full surrounded because they can get a lot of surface area. As long as can get a lot of surface area on the Roaches when they're in low numbers. So you're going to be very careful here. There you go, pulling back. And there you go. This is the full surround I've been talking about on those Roaches. They're going to go down quite easily. But more Roaches here are on the way. No Baneling Nest, so this is just going to be Lings and Roaches versus all of this. And, NYK is starting to build his own Roaches. He is going to be a little bit behind in terms of that, but, just more Ling Roach running across the map right now. Who has the army advantage? Well, I mean, it's kind of equal. It's 28 to 26. But SacDeFromage definitely has the Roach advantage here. He's just reinforcing with Lings at this point. Ooh, sending a lot of Lings into the main just to go for that counterattack. Actually, he's kind of baiting every single Link to go back in the main while he takes care of the Queens at the front. And you know what? These Roaches still doing damage. NYK, though, defending quite well. He has his own Roaches on the way. Spinecrawler here is pretty much finished on the mineral line. So, I mean, I think that's going to be the end of the attack, really. He's going to unburrow it, though. I'm not too sure about that. That's going to be the timing that SacDeFromage is looking for. Either he goes or he does not. He decides not to, I believe. Yeah, as we see 4 drones here finishing at the back. Even making his own Spinecrawler just in case of a counterattack. Ooh, okay. NYK sending some Lings towards the top side. No Overlord is actually going to spot this. So If he can get to his opponent's... I love this. What the... Okay. This is hilarious. If he can get to the opponent's side before him, that would be fantastic. But looks like NYK does spot the roaches are going back, so he's not going to be able to find an opening there. In terms of units, let's compare Zerglings here. NYK has a couple more Zerglings, only 4 more, so 21 to 17. He's going to use his roaches defensively while leaving his lings on the offense on the other side of the map. But you know what? This is going to get a little bit awkward because no player can actually get a third base at this point. They're kind of like stuck with these very aggressive armies, and the first one who expands seems to lose. You know what? This is a nice counterattack here. Is he just going to go in the main? Oh, he tries to. Roaches almost body block that. He's going to get a couple drones for it. It's a 1, 2. 3, 4. Very nice. 4 drones, not bad. Especially since SacDeFromage a little bit behind there on the drones. But you know what? In behind this, 6 drones. So now he's ahead, for sure. Ooh, but he stopped droning. This is over. This is all roaches from here, with a lair on top of that. Actually, no. He's making more drones. Never mind. I want to check the vision. So he knows about the third. He knows about both thirds and any counterattack possibilities, and vice versa. I'm pretty sure it's the same concept. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't know about this third yet, though, so he needs vision on that ASAP. Lings, though, are going to see what they can do. They're going to find themselves running into a brick wall of roaches and spine crawlers, so this is going to be a little bit weird. I mean, both players now are on lair at this point, and yeah, all the gases have been taken for both players, so either it's going to be a lot of Roach Ravager here, or for someone's going to go Spire. I mean, this was bound to happen right here. Let's see who comes out on top here. It looks like NYK is actually opting more for a +1 Roach timing, whereas SacDeFromage is going for the Spire. Now, if this Spire actually finishes first and he gets out the mutas, I mean, he's going to get real cost-efficient real fast. Also, he's going to be able to clear every single Overlord on the map. And the fact that there is, in fact, no Overlord speed, I mean, he's going to catch a lot more Overlords, that's for sure. If there was, like, most of the Overlords could get away if he just retreats them. But now this Overseer is going to be looking for it. Going to be looking for that Spire, but the Spire's in the natural right now. It's all the way over here. Can he catch it? I do believe so. I mean, there's nothing to stop this Overseer at this point. It's going to see it 100%. Unless he just scouts the main and decides to GTFO, but I don't think it's going to happen. Right? Yeah, he's going to see it very soon. Yep, and he sees it now. What will be his response at this point? Is he going to drop some War Crawlers? Or does he not notice yet? No, not even. He's going for a Nidus. He's like, you know what? I don't have enough time to react to this. I'm just going to go for a Nidus in the main. But where is he going to Nidus? Actually, no, he might Nidus at the front with a lot of queens. How many queens does he have, though? He has 5 queens. That's actually a very decent amount. Versus 6 mutas, though? I'm not too sure. No, yeah, definitely. 5 queens versus 5 mutas? Yeah, I'd give it to the queen so far. I mean, it depends how many mutas can actually get out. Actually, man. Wait, is he gonna Nidus the main, or is he gonna Nidus in front? I don't even know. But he's hiding the roaches, and the mutas are gonna try and catch some Overlords. Nidus is down though. Wait, did he see it? Well, he sees it now, definitely. Can he take care of it in time though? I do believe so. Yeah. That one's going to get shut down. That was really lucky that he was trying to get the third at the same time. He also has cover in his main. He knows there's a Nidus. He sees it now, though. Can he get back in time? He needs to notice this. If this goes off... Oh, I mean, this is too late now. A little bit too late now. Wait, the roaches! They're here! Can they make it? I don't think so. Oh, no, he actually doesn't... He doesn't take the queens out. He's just going to go for this one, then. Actually, the roaches aren't even in the Nidus. It's just the queens. But this one is far enough. Ooh, these spine crawls are going to get picked off. And upgrade-wise, I do believe that NYK has the superior upgrades. But now the mutas will help make this fight way more cost-efficient. The queens are here, but they're not quite at the front line yet. Oh, man, that is one aggressive Nidus network. There we go. He picks that one off. But, you know, without the spine crawlers, this is going to be a lot more difficult of a defense. The queens are here, and they're going to way outnumber the mutas in terms of power. And I do believe they will automatically prioritize air units if they are in range. So these mutas are super duper dead. But you know what? Defender's advantage. I still can't quite call this fight. He's pretty all in off this, right? So it's 2 hatcheries. The queens are not injecting at this point. Oh, and there's still like 2 mutas left. They're still doing some damage. Oof. Okay, there's 3. This is going to be a really close fight. Supplies are insanely even right now. But there is still defender's advantage. Oh, he gets those Ravager eggs. That's pretty big. And these queens pretty busy with these mutas. Can he actually push this back? Oh my god, this is actually really, really close right now. There is a slight economic advantage here for SacDeFromage. So he's at 40 workers versus 34. That's going to allow him to reinforce his side a little bit easier. But you know what? Like, NYK, the longer this goes on, the worse it gets. Because, I mean, he's not injecting, right? This was the initial army plus natural hatchery larva. Whereas, I mean, SacDeFromage during this whole time, he's been injecting. So he might have an advantage on that front. Ooh, I think a red Zerg player is just giving up on that attack now. He's going for the expansion, but you know what? Now our yellow Zerg player is going to spot that immediately. He's like, all right, you've given up. Now it's my turn. You know what? Before, we had no overlords. We had overlords were everywhere on the map. Now they're all gone. They're still the Sundus, though. That could be a little bit tricky. But yeah, now no players have any overlords on the map whatsoever. Spinecrawl's moving into a slightly more defensive position, helping him secure both high grounds, right here and right here as well. He's going to take care of the rocks first, just make sure he doesn't get funneled too hard. Actually, no, he's just going to walk up. Never mind. He feels like there's just a timing he can hit here. And actually, SacDeFromage has a Carapace upgrade, whereas NYK has a missile upgrade, so it kind of balances out right now. Oof. All right, well, that one gets pushed back. Ooh, small. Is that a Link counterattack? I think it was. That was cute. But SacDeFromage in a slight lead right now. And actually, I mean, the yellow Zerg player is actually now expanding right here. So he's pretty much all in on this attack. Huge sneeze. Jeez. Going actually back into mutas. Interesting choice. And you know what? That might actually work because there is no Spore Crawler on the map right now. Actually, there is in the main. Yeah, they are protecting the middle lines. But they're not protecting the third base. And there's not that many queens. He is trying to get some Nidus up. Actually, this will actually spot the fact that he's rebuilding mutas. Oh, yeah, mutas just clear that. There you go. So far, still very even game. But, I mean, SacDeFromage slightly ahead, I believe. Just in that economy. Now, 7 drones isn't that much, considering they have a very similar army, very similar upgrades. But, I mean, over time, this does make a difference. The only thing that NYK has going for him is that now, you know, there was a slight deficit in terms of larva resource, just because he's been using his queens and the Nidus. But now that he has an extra hatchery over his opponent, that larva deficit is starting to disappear. These mutas are doing hella lot of damage on all of these Ravagers, and this is making this fight insanely cost efficient. And now, you know what? SacDeFromage is bursting in supply. He's 30 supply ahead now, and he has a third base with some drones as well. Looks like NYK is trying to go for the Hydras now to start soft countering the mutas until he hard counters them with enough Hydras. And this might actually work over time because SacDeFromage is not making banelings. It doesn't even have a baneling nest, I believe, let alone baneling speed. And that's definitely what you need to deal with those Hydras. Ooh, and look at that. See? He can start poking a lot more, and he's going to get even more efficiency out of these mutas. Now, there's only 5, but 5 is enough. Ooh, getting a couple drones. Nice. All right, getting probably a Hydra and getting on out of there. You know what? This was very, very cost efficient. And, yeah, so SacDeFromage just powering ahead. Now, 10 drone difference. That's pretty big. On top of the army difference, too. Now, SacDeFromage actually getting... Wait. Oh, wait, no, this wasn't Carapace. This was air armor. He got air armor for the mutas. What? I have not seen that. Okay, well, now he's getting the double upgrades, which actually just makes the hold from earlier a lot more impressive. All right, going to be clearing that Overlord, too. And, I mean, right now, SacDeFromage is the one with the map control. He knows what's going on the map. Gonna get a couple drones here and there, and every single drone he gets is so nice. What's really hard about ZVZs is that you never know when to drone and when to not drone, especially in these scenarios. It's like, well, fuck, what do I do? Looks like NYK is like, well, I have to take a little bit of a risk here. I have to drone just a little bit because otherwise I'm going to be way too behind. But thing is, he's already behind. And it's been snowballing for a while now because the economic advantage has been in SacDeFromage's favor for a little bit in this game. And, I mean, since NYK had to play catch-up drone-wise, well, that allowed the yellow Zerg player to kind of, like, focus all of his larva on army. So now we see huge army supply difference, like 144 to 98. And that's pretty big. He's trying to find an angle of attack, but you know what? All these rocks are not letting him do that. Ooh, man, he still is keeping the mutas with his army, which I really, really love. So this one is going to be cleared out, and then he's probably going to clear the middle ones too. More Ravagers on the way, and he's just like flexing his gas income right now. Alright, both players trying to be very, very careful here. Especially in NYK. He can't afford to be losing any more than he has. So the Hydras do have really good DPS, but the problem is he doesn't have enough. Also, SacDeFromage has gotten double upgrades at the same time, so actually now he's the one that's ahead on upgrades. He has +1/+1, whereas NYK only has the missile upgrade. So this is going to hit really hard by SacDeFromage. But the problem is that he can't actually get a good engagement. So it's good it's nice to have upgrades, but if you can't fight a good position to fight, then it's not going to be worth it. So far, I'm not too sure who comes out on top here. It looks like Biles are being dodged by SacDeFromage quite well. Ooh, that one actually hits a couple of Ravagers right there. The mutas are still doing a little bit of chip damage on top of this entire fight. But you know what? With the reinforcements coming in from the left side, I think he's starting to crush everything, and now the Ravager count is absolutely in SacDeFromage's favor, and this is the beginning of the end. That's GG. SacDeFromage takes the game over NYK.